Buonasera, ladies and gents. How are we doing today? Why am I looking so yellow and sunny? Because today was cloudy. Right, let's start off with this. This is Paper Thin by Elenium, Tom DeLonge, and Angels and Airwaves, which is a band. Fun fact, I don't know if you want to find this fun or not, but so you might remember, that Tom DeLonge was the guitarist and I guess a lead singer. Yeah, I guess he was lead singer of Blink 182. And then in like 2003-ish, he left the band and then had a break, I think. And then he went and made his own band called Boxcar Racers. And then after that, he joined made another band called Angels and Airwaves, which is this one, and he's still part of that band. So I guess, yeah, okay, it looks like they've gone with a kind of a this vibe kind of mix with that, what's it, kind of punk rock, pop rock, and Elenium, which is, I guess, the dubsteps. No, okay, whatever, I don't know what the classification is of this music, but yeah. Now, today has been a very generally unproductive day. This morning I did my last biochem multiple choice test, 10 out of 10, so dab on that. None of them until January. And then I had my last ODL Q&A for bio, which was kind of dead. Only 35 people showed up out of like a few hundred. But that's fine, and I didn't really work. I literally just watched Better Call Saul all day. All afternoon, rather, because I woke up at 11. Oops. So yeah. Now, because I didn't do much today, I thought I would bring you guys up to speed on the 4 vaccines that are going around as the candidates for our future on the COVID-19 front. So basically, I'm going to talk about the main 3. There's a 4th, but I'll get to that a bit later. So if we talk about the first one. The first one is the Oxford University / AstraZeneca collab, I guess you could call it. It's the cheapest, £3, because it's non-profit, especially in developing countries, for that purpose of full distribution and availability, yada yada yada. And its system is based on the adenovirus, and you're like, hold up, bro. What is the adenovirus? The adenovirus is basically like you take a virus called adenovirus, which is found in chimps, okay, and it's a chimp virus basically. So you call this a viral vector because you're using it as directly itself as a vector for the actual coronavirus, as a tool, if you want. So basically, it doesn't proliferate, it doesn't grow in humans, but it is a chimp virus, so that's the safety point. And basically, it's been modified so that the coating of the adenovirus looks like coronavirus, okay? And basically, yeah, it's a modified, okay, not harmful version of the chimp vaccine, the chimp virus. And you get injected with that, and so your body will fight that, or it'll see it as a threat, and then next time, hopefully you don't, but if you do get the actual coronavirus, your body will be quick and fast and effective in reacting to stop the proliferation. Proliferation means growth, okay? I'm going to be saying that because that's the technical term. Now, that one is, okay, all of these vaccines I'm going to be talking about, they're all 2 doses. Now, in terms of the efficacy, in terms of how effective it is, there's something strange about the AstraZeneca vaccine, because basically in 10% of the the testes, no, sorry, not testes, I meant volunteers, sorry, dumb. They gave a half dose and then a full dose, and that seemed to give 90%, which is really good, 90% effectiveness. but in the ones where they give full dose and full dose, it was 62 and up, which is good, not to say it's bad. Anything plus like 50 is great. Obviously the higher you get, the closer you get to 100, the better. So anyway, it gives a range of 62 to 90% efficacy, because we're not sure about, they're not sure, sorry, I'm not annoyed, about why that's the case. It's stored at standard fridge temperature, which means it's great for distribution. It means basically any place can hold it as long as they have a fridge, not a fridge. Now, that's the viral vector adenovirus technique. The Moderna and Pfizer, so Moderna and Pfizer, two separate companies. Sorry, this is Vagabond by Missio and Cesarface. I don't know if I said that. Anyway. And so yeah, Moderna and Pfizer. Pfizer's collabing with BioNTech from Germany. Now they are both using the mRNA technique. So you might be like, ooh, what the damn hell is that? I'm not doing biology, bro. So I'll kind of explain in simple terms. Your cell. I'm sure you guys remember from year 5 basic bio. You have a cell and you have the nucleus, which has all the information that you need to make everything else. Okay, the DNA. Yeah. So your nucleus usually produces this thing called mRNA. Okay, it's a messenger, and it's got this code which goes into, I think it's called the endoplasmic reticulum. Let's call it the ER. And your ER then processes it, makes a chain of amino acids, which makes a lovely big blob of protein. Okay, and protein is the stuff, the spike proteins you find on the edge of, on the coat, the outside of your coronavirus is, let's say, the identification of the virus. If yeah, that's one way to explain it. So basically what they've done is, this is quite an interesting technique, because okay, let's skip this one. Because you don't change the genetics of your cells, so there's nothing affecting your DNA. You're kind of skipping the whole thing, the whole mRNA coming from your cells, and you're just directly putting in mRNA from the lab, okay? And then you're just using your cell's machinery to make the spike protein. And then the same thing happens as with the adenovirus. Your body sees this threat, fights it, and then the next time when you get the actual virus, hopefully you won't, like I said, but if you do, your body should be quick and efficient to take care of that. This technique is quite new, so it's not as studied as the adenovirus. I guess that one's been used a bit more, but it's not to say it's any worse or any better. It's a new technique. The only problem with this is that mRNA is quite fragile, I think. So that's why it has to be stored at -20 for the Moderna vaccine, and at -70. It's freezing. -70 is like liquid nitrogen temperature. Okay, so that's very cold. More or less. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's very, very cold. So that makes distribution harder. Now they are slightly more expensive. They're ranging from 15 to 25 euro quid. Sorry, so that's like what, 20 euro to 30 euro, more or less. I don't know about the conversion rates going on, but call it 15 to 30 euro. And yeah, so we don't know about the profits coming from them big pharmas. Yeah, compared to the 3 quid from AstraZeneca, which is a non-profit, obviously, it's the price of making it is the price of selling it, which is good for food developing countries, but the mRNA vaccine, sorry, maybe less so. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, so these are also both 2 doses. There's nothing funny about the half dose, full dose thing I was talking about earlier from the AstraZeneca thing, but yeah. Now these the efficacy of these is 95%, which is pretty good. Now, these efficacy things I'm talking about, they haven't been confirmed by the scientists, okay? These are press release numbers, so don't hang on to them too hard, you know, they're just trying to get the numbers out there so people, you know, the US people will want the Moderna and Pfizer ones, and they'll, you know, talk that one up like they are doing, and in the UK, all the papers are talking up Oxford and AstraZeneca for their stuff, so yeah, these are just numbers from the press, which is very important to say because it hasn't been peer-reviewed, which means scientists haven't all agreed on the numbers. There is this fourth vaccine, which is similar to the AstraZeneca model from our friends in Russia. And it's called the Gamaleya slash Sputnik 5. I think that's kind of, Sputnik was sorry, I forgot to say what song was before. That was Big Shot by Iron Tom. I didn't even hear the song, to be honest. Okay, this Pump the Brake by Morgan, and the A being replaced by an X. Anyway, now they claim 92% effectiveness, and they also have the regular fridge temperature stuff, but there are questions about the efficacy and the safety. It's not so much, it hasn't got the backup as much as the other three techniques, so that's why I counted it as the fourth, kind of on the side for now, because we don't know anything about that yet. Now, as I say, these things are going to get out of date in the next few weeks, so what I'm saying now may not be so true or might have changed, you know, it's a very quick-paced game for them, and the whole development, yada yada, so yeah. I hope this was kind of helpful to try and understand what the vaccines are, how they work. Now about distribution to you guys and to your parents and, you know, to all the people you know, it's looking like oldest, most vulnerable, and then you slowly work down. So hopefully in the next 6 to 8 months, whether you're here in Italy or in the UK, that's the plan. There was talk of students getting the vaccines first in the UK because they're the most mobile and, you know, traveling from different countries in and out for every holiday and stuff like that. It's they're vectors. But yeah, I'll have another discussion with you all about this stuff and like what to consider, what not to consider, little maybe things you might want to consider. Obviously, things I'm saying, I'm just trying to spread the right information. Then my opinion is not necessarily to be taken as the opinion. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer because I must. Yeah, that is it for today, I think. Yeah, I think that's the 4 vaccines in a nutshell. So yeah, that's the story about the morning. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys are keeping happy, keeping safe, keeping healthy and healthier. Sorry, I had a little memory. No, I had a lapse of, I don't know what that was. But yeah, hope you guys are great. Check out the video from the 24th if you want some tips on getting your vitamin D and, you know, a little routine going. Some things are always good to have a routine for. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give this video a like, comment below, subscribe with the ding-a-ling if you want the notifications on when I release a new video, which seems to be every evening. And thank you to you guys who have been clicking hard when I post. I see sometimes within the first hour that you guys are watching, so that's nice. Hey, Estella's back. And yeah, that's about it. So after a very long video today, much longer than the usual, yeah, I think I will let you all enjoy the rest of whatever time of day you're watching this right now. Ci sentiamo domani.